Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for April 13th to the 27th. Here's our upper low. This is evidence of cold pool aloft with this upper low, and this will be sliding eastward with time. And I'll get to that. In the meantime, I'm going to start off with the pattern for April 13th to the 17th. Here at the 13th, we still have our ridge here over Alaska, just centered south of the Aleutians into the west, with the broad trough with below normal heights across the remainder of the nation. And I go through the period, we come to the 17th, we don't see much of a change. And now we're going to be talking about this system in the southwest. That's not the map I want. Probably this is the map. Okay, we're going to start here beyond the period. This is like tomorrow, 8 p.m. The system's still down here. And we're going to go put this thing in motion. You can see how it lifts. And then as it does so, we're going to have a storm system that will be developing here in the lee of the Rockies. So there's a system there developing, and then we go through the day, and now we can see we have snow here across the backside and north and northwest side of the system. Heavy rain and storms across this area, maybe severe weather, and again, this is an area that doesn't need to see any more rain. There'll be a threat of possible flooding as it meets up with this moist flow from the Gulf of Mexico. This system, this is 8 p.m. on Sunday, and then we go to 8 a.m. on Monday. Now the system is really winding up. It looks like it's a 981 over the Great Lakes. And then again, we have heavy rain and storms here occurring along the trailing front. Snow on the backside as it brings in this cold air mass that'll be settling in to the northern states in the northern central plains. You can see where the 540 line goes down to northern Texas. And we have very cold air that will follow. Now, also within this flow, there'll be several embedded impulses that will keep the region unsettled, and that'll be from the upper Mississippi Valley to the Great Lakes. And here comes the next little system. See, causing snow, and it goes to the Great Lakes, to the northeast. Now, even here in the northeast, this is the GFS showing a probability of snow in the interior of the mid-Atlantic and northeast. And then we look at the European at that time, the same time period. Probably be a little light snow because the 540 line down is all the way down to South Carolina. So it's a cold period, unsettled period for much of the nation. We will also have a weak wave that would be here developing along the trailing front, and that should move quickly out and maybe bringing some light precipitation to the coastal areas. That's the European. This is the GFS. We'll back it up a little bit. It's showing some snow here across the Appalachians, so that needs to be watched, but it'll go out to sea pretty rapidly. Okay, I want to look at the period now for April 18th to the 22nd, and the flow remains unchanged. We still have our ridge here, trough here across much of the nation. Here's our ridge here into the western Atlantic. So all in all, the model's in good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 46 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures are forecast here. Forecasted anomalies to be about 48 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for below normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 35%. And we have above normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. Looking at the period for April 22nd to 27th. Little change is expected. This is where we have this flow. Flow remains stable. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, or above normal temperatures for the West Coast states, and the probability of forecast anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees above normal are forecast. Below normal temperatures are forecast here, with the anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the western states. Probability of occurrence is as high as 45%, especially across the Northwest. And then we have above normal precipitation for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for April 13th to 27th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.